Good evening, folks, and welcome back to my channel. So, if you've probably seen the first video, then you know that I am embarking on a new adventure, an adventure into JJK, and checking out what the new gen anime has to offer, what this new shonen can offer me as someone that's been a rather veteran weeb in the space. So, yeah, this is episode 2. Episode 1, you can check out my existing review. I wasn't too hot on it. I gave it about a 7 out of 10, and I'm looking to see where this story goes. I hope it's not going to be generic, and I hope that it's going to live up to my expectations, but it also has a pretty big danger of becoming what the new gen has kind of been from my peripherals, is the whole hype and aura farm without too much substance kind of deal. So I'm looking for those morsels of substance that I can latch onto, because that's what I love. I love, strong, robust storytelling, something that just delivers a punch, is powerful, and is not just about the moment to moment events that are happening. As I find a lot of recent shows, not just anime, kind of going for, those little dopamine doses. So that's where I am with JJK right now, is I'm looking for something that's a gripping experience, something that at least, if nothing else, is a fun experience. So, without further ado, let's get into episode 2. I am using fan subtitles for this, so because I don't have much faith in Crunchyroll or any other service, so I am using fan made subtitle files for this. So yeah, and I do have full length recordings of this available. However, I'm not really gonna post it anywhere because copyright and all that. But if you guys are interested in that as something that you would like to see, then please do let me know, and I'll figure something out. Thanks. Okay, let's start.
五条先生、
There he
どう
is,
してここに？
Gojo.
いや、来る気なかったんだけどさ。
Okay, so considering this is where we left off, and the first scene of the whole damn show being Gojo having Yuji trapped and, telling him that he's gonna have to kill Yuji, obviously they're not gonna kill the main character. Uh, it's pretty substandard right now, pretty normal stuff right here. Fushiguro, at least, is not like a super edge lord or anything, and actually, kind of feels conflicted about this. So I do like that from him, not being kind of more dedicated to the cause and actually weighing the things that he's doing. And yeah, Gojo is probably going to be a badass and put Yuji in his place. And yeah, let's see where this goes.
いやー、ボロボロだね。2年のみんなに見せやーった。
Hey yo. Okay. I paused at the wrong time because Yuji's face right now is my face. Like, okay, I was expecting a Kakashi type of vibe from Gojo just from the discourse I've seen on the sides. And this selfie angle, the picture taking angle, maybe Gojo is more whimsical and not the archetype that I was thinking he was. So, okay, that's a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting Gojo to be a goofball.
スクナと変われるかい？スクナ？
Swap
君が
out.
食った呪いだよ。ああ、うん。多分できるけど。じゃ、10秒だ。10秒経ったら戻っておいで。
Oh, he's gonna do some cool shit.
大丈夫。僕最強だから。
Okay.
これ持ってて。
Okay, Megumi
菊
Fushiguro.
水庵、菊福。
Okay, so Gojo is going to be the wise and like laid back mentor, but he's actually like a giga badass. So something more of a guy sensei than a Kakashi type of vibe. And again, I'm really just saying this because that's a frame of reference that I can use, but I'm not really, looking for this to be the next Naruto or the next Bleach or the next One Piece even. It's just that those are the shonen that have come before, so they're a useful frame of reference for me to say, oh, this character is kind of this other archetype of character. But I do understand that it gets kind of grating, so I'm gonna keep that to a bit of a low, but it's just my vernacular being in the space for as long as I have been, so like it just comes out at times, so forgive me for that.
の新幹線で食べるんだ。
Oh shit. He's just gonna trash Yuji, isn't he? Or Sukuna. Oh, he's dog walking him. Oh no, this is toxic. This is toxic. Oh, 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 cook. Cook him, Gojo. Oh, ayo. Oh, flip that. Oh, Yuji's getting fried. Sukuna's getting wiped. No matter what era. So okay, Jujutsu is something that's existed for a long time. Probably some Jujutsu legend was the one that sealed him in the first place. This motherfucker.
8、9、そろそろかな。
Excuse me?
まただ、乗っ取れない。この虎杖とかいう構造。
What did he do to his heart? Huh. One critique I do have at this point is that that entire sequence that just happened with Gojo was really impressive, but it's something that I have come to notice just from seeing clips of other shows and everything online is like there's a lot of movement, but there is not as much clarity as I would like there to be. This was, however, much better than most of the random Sakuga gasms that I've seen online. But I do want this show to not lean into extreme aura and extreme visual sensory overload. I want it to be more of what I just saw, that martial arts, physical hand to hand impact kind of combat that isn't just all a light show. That's what I'm searching for. And yeah, Yuji got dog walked by Gojo, so that's an interesting, well, expected turn of events. So Gojo's our power ceiling right now after the impressive stuff that we saw Sukuna do last episode. So, mm,
いません。
okay.
市場です。何
Okay,
とかしてください。
respect. Respect for Megumi.
かわいい生徒の頼みだ。任せなさい。てなわけで改めて、君、死刑ね。
Ayo.
階層と展開が合ってねえんだけど。いやいや、頑張ったんだよ。死刑は死刑でも、執行猶予がついた。
Okay.
こう猶予。今すぐじゃね
So
え。
he's gonna prove
そう。一から
prove
説明する
himself.
ね。これは君が食べた呪物と同じものだ。全部で20本。うちではそのうち
So like 10 fingers and 10 toes? Everything from Sukuna? Ooh, that's interesting. Yuji only has a fragment of him, which is probably why he isn't as powerful. And if you like eat all the fingers, then you get. Oh, oh, Sukuna has 4 eyes, so what's stopping him from having 4 arms? Oh yeah. Uh huh. Okay. I'm seeing what's happening. I'm seeing what's happening. Okay, I'll let Gojo explain, but I'm seeing the Matrix.
20本ああ、手足でいや、少なは
Ha,
腕が4
called
本あ
it.
るんだ。
Knew it. Called it. 4 eyes, 4 arms. Ooh.
見ての通りこれは壊せない。それだけ強力な呪いなんだ。日に日に呪いは強まってるし、現存の呪術師じゃ封印が
Jujutsu Sorcerer,
そ
Jujutsu.
こで君だ。君が死ねば、中の呪いも
What's
死ぬ。
inside you will die as well.
うちの老人どもは臆病でね。今すぐ君を殺せと騒ぎ立ててる。でもそんなのもったいないでしょ。もったいない。
Have him eat.
少なに耐えうる器なんて。
So have him eat all the fingers and then kill him in one go, and that's that's how you destroy the curse. I feel like Fushiguro's not gonna like that. So far as he's shown, he's a pretty loyal dude, and he's seen something in Yuji. So Fushiguro, or I'm just gonna call him Megumi. Megumi is going to be our kind of bestie, damn near. So I am interested to see how this interacts with that. Like, is the story just going to be about over time as we collect the 20 fingers to feed to Yuji, that they're gonna find some alternate way to do it without killing him? Or maybe Sukuna turns good, who knows?
今後生まれてくる保証はない。だからこう提言した。
Hmm.
どうせ殺すなら、すべての少なを取
Yep,
り込ませてから殺せばいい。
exactly. Exactly.
俺は了承したよ。君には今、二つの選択肢がある。
Die right now or die
今すぐ
later.
死ぬか、すべての少なを見つけ出し、取り込んでから死ぬか。
I mean, that's not much of a choice, brother. Oh, I did not see that the first time I saw the opening, but that red flash was immaculate. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna let the opening play while I do some rambling. So, I see where the story is going so far. We have our objective, which ultimately is going to be Sukuna being completed inside Yuji and then killing him. And the ultimate journey of the story is probably going to be finding a way to do that without killing Yuji. But I feel like the actual conclusion that's Panda. I'm sorry. I feel like the actual conclusion is going to be. Oh, this opening is pretty spoilery. Well, not spoilery as much as it's showing stuff that I can just see right now. Okay, so this is our kind of team of Jujutsu sorcerers kind of deal. But yeah, so that's where I think this is going, is that the the story is gonna be about eventually saving Yuji somehow. Oh, another thing, as a spoiler that I probably didn't mention in the first episode, but I know exists, is that I know that domain expansion is a thing. What domain expansion is, I could not tell you, but it's a thing. Oh, is his friend alive? Is the big boy alive?
虎杖。どんな具合っすか、
Iguchi,
先
yeah.
輩。大丈夫ってお医者さんは言ってたけど、まだ意識が戻ってないの。私のせいなんだ。私が夜の学校なんて誘ったから。
I really like her VA.
信じられないと思うけど、変な化け物が襲ってきて、私も捕まって。信じるよ。あいつらは化け物じゃなくて呪いなんだ。
Oh, he's not keeping it a secret. He's just telling them. Okay, okay, Yuji, I fuck with that. Okay.
あの指は特級呪物って言って、
Oh, he's just telling them
俺の世界
everything.
強くする効果があったんだよ。だから悪いのは先輩じゃなくて、あれを拾ってきた俺だよ。
He's just telling them
ご
everything.
めんな。でも大丈夫。明日には井口先輩直せる人が来てくれるから。
Okay, Gojo's gonna fix him up. Someone from the
悪い
Jujutsu
先輩。
people.
俺行かなきゃならないところあるんだ。バイバイ。
He just told her the truth. Okay, I really like that about Yuji. And kind of the writing in general is we're not trying to make this your friends don't know kind of deal. Well, the friends don't know, but they kind of know.
じいちゃん。でも親みたいなもんかな。そっか。すまないね、そんな時に。で、どうするか決まった？
Does he have a choice?
呪いの被害って結構あんの？今回はかなり特殊なケースだけど、被害の規模だけで言ったら
Okay.
ざらにあるから。
Yeah, explain it to me.
呪いに遭遇して普通に死ねたら御の字。ぐちゃぐちゃにされても死体が見つかればまだマシ。
That's grody. Oh, that's bad. That's rough.
スクナの捜索をするとなれば凄惨な現場を見ることもあるだろうし、君がそうならないとは言ってあげられない。
Mm-hmm.
ま、好きな地獄を選んでよ。
Choose your hell. Well, I mean, he's obviously gonna stay put. Oh, 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 that's a new one. I have never seen anyone rearrange. What are you? Are those even just? Are those just ground bones, or are those just ashes? Like that's an image. That's a very. That's a. I would call that a quintessential vibe image. Like this sums up kind of the vibe that JJK is looking for. Is that more gritty and gruesome vibe compared to more lighthearted shonen that don't really delve into these things, at least not this early. Like I know most of them get pretty damn grim, but this is like episode 2 and they're just setting up the tone. This is a great tone setter. That's the word I'm looking for. This is a great tone setter for what's going to happen. Given that, I think I'm going to treat this show mentally like it's Game of Thrones or something adjacent to Game of Thrones in that anybody can probably die at any moment. I do have some spoilers on some character that's the biggest one. Like, if you know, you know, kind of deal. I'm not gonna spoil it for anime onlys, but the big death kind of deal in the fandom. Like, I know about that one because Twitter was all over it. If you know, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm expecting some pretty rough shit to go down. Oh, that is actually just his grandpa. That's not just an image. Holy hell. Oh. Oh, what is this practice? Is this like I'm not educated on this, but is this a burial practice in Japan? Ooh, this is something I would love to learn more about. Hmm. He's gonna eat it. He's just gonna chomp it down. He's gonna gulp it.
さて、2本目。10分の1か。どうなる
There's Sukuna. Hmm.
笑いてくるわ
Yuji is built different. Like there's something crazy about Yuji.
どったのいや、なんでもない。
Music picking up.
覚悟はできたってことでいいのかな
It's gonna pop off right now. The music's popping
なんで
off.
俺が死刑なんだって思ってるよ。でも、呪いはほっとけねえ。本当にめんどくせえ遺言だよ。少なは全部食ってやる。あとは知らん。てめえの死に様はもう決まってんだ。いいね。君みたいのは嫌いじゃない。楽しい地獄になりそうだ。今日中に荷物まとめておいで。どっか行くの
Megumi! Let's go!
俺見てそう思うかお前はこれから俺と同じ呪術師の学
Yep.
校に転入する
Jujutsu Academy. I knew it.
東京都立呪術高等専門学校
Technical High School. Jujutsu Tech.
1年生は君で3人目少な
Okay. Again, I really like Yuji's vibes and just the fact that he's just accepted that these are the two choices and he's just trudging along, not even trudging, he's marching along and just doing it. Like he's very decisive. Like he hasn't like spent years pondering this or mulling over the choice or trying to find a third way or being a bitch about it or anything like that. Like he's just accepted that okay, I'm gonna do what my grandpa asked me to do: be kind, save others, do what I can. And he's taken that to heart and he's embodying it as truly as he can. This is stuff that I would expect the show to kind of connect back to Yuji later, but the fact that it's his foundational motive for everything going forward is much better, rather than it being a callback that snaps him out of a potential outbreak of Sukuna.
とりあえず、ユージはこれから学長と面談ね。
Okay, the
学長
principal.
下手打つと入学拒否られるから、気張ってね。長正道学長だ。
Oh, that's the principal.
その子が虎杖ユージです。好みのタイプはジェニファー・ローレンス。
Yuji! What? The We deadass just said Jennifer Lawrence. This is not a subtitle thing. Okay. Okay. Is this in the manga? There's no shot. There is no shot. Okay, this actually is like a new gen protagonist for a new generation, because you would never hear like like real life settings like Bleach just blurred stuff like this out, but this is just a blatant fourth wall rip to our world. So okay, GG's, I guess. Jennifer Lawrence, good taste, brother.
よろしくお願いします。何しに来た
Good taste.
面談。呪術高専にだ。呪術を習いにその先の話だ。
I got a curse in me, bro.
呪いを学び呪いを払う術を身につけ、その先に何を求める。何っていうか、スクナの指回収するんすよ。ほっとくと危ないんで。なぜ事件、事故、病気、君の知らない人間が日々死んでいくのは当たり前のことだ。始まった。それが呪いの被害となると看過できないというわけか。そういう遺言なんでね。細かいことはどうでもいいっす。俺はとにかく人を助けたい。遺言つまり他人の指図で君は呪いに立ち向かうと不合格だ。
Wait, I wanna listen back to this interview.
遅刻をするくせ直せと言ったはずだ。
Okay.
おっさんが可愛いを作っている。責めるほどじゃないなら責めないでくださいよ。どうせ人形作ってんだからいいでしょ。8分くらい。矢賀正道学長だ。その子が虎杖ユージです。好みのタイプはジェニファー・ローレンス。よろしくお願いします。何しに来た。面談。呪術高専にだ。
Okay.
呪術を習いにその先の話だ。呪いを学び呪いを払う術を
What happens
身に
after?
つけ、その先に何を求める。何っていうか、スクナの指回収するんすよ。ほっとくと危ないんで。なぜ
Can't just leave them all out there. Why can't you leave them all out?
事件、事故、病気。
People you don't even know are dying due to crimes, accidents, and diseases in the natural course of life.
君の知らない
Okay.
人間が日々死んでいくのは当たり前のことだ。始まった。それが呪い
But you're telling me you can't overlook it when that death is caused by a curse.
の被害となると看過できないというわけか。そういう
Okay, he can't overlook it because it was
遺言なんで
Grandpa's
ね。
dying wish.
細かいことはどうでもいいっす。俺はとにかく人を助
Yeah,
けたい。
okay.
遺言つまり他人の指図で君は呪いに立ち向かうと
I mean, he is right. Yuji's resolve is contingent on his grandpa. He doesn't have resolve and purpose of his own.
呪術師は常に死と隣り合わせ。自分の死だけでない呪いに殺された人を横目に呪いの肉を切り裂かねばならんこともある。不快な仕事だ。ある程度のイカれ具合と高いモチベーションは不可欠だ。それを他人に言われたから笑わせるな。まだ死刑を先延ばすためだと言われた方が納得がいく。ざけんな。俺は君は自分が呪いに殺された時もそうやって祖父のせいにするのか。
That's a really good question.
あんた、嫌なこと言うな。
気づきを与えるのが教育だ。
俺は、あんた、嫌なこと言うな。
Rereading that one
気
second.
づきを与えるのが教育だ。
俺は、別に。
Sucker punch. Okay, that was unfair. You should that was a sucker punch, bro. Is the next rule gonna
刺激
be
の心のありようを想像するのは難しい。だがこれだけは断言できる。
okay?
今のままだと大好きな祖父を呪うことになるかもしれんぞ。呪術師に悔いのない死などない。
そんなのごめんだね。自分が死ぬ時のことはわからんけど、生き様で後悔はしたくない。
That's my boy. He passes.
サトル、行を案内してやる。そ
GG.
れから諸々のセキュリティの説明もな。合格だ。ようこそ呪術高専。
おお、広い広い。
2、3年は今出払ってるけど、ま、すぐ会えると思うよ。人数少ないし。でも別にユージが戦う必要なくない？スクナの指は僕。
Is that supposed to be Jennifer Lawrence? There's no shot. I need the manga panel of it. I need to see if Gege actually drew this. There's no shot. There is no shot. Jennifer Lawrence is not only canon, but in the fucking room. Ain't no way. There's no way.
いや、伏黒が取ってくるから、君はここで待ってればいいじゃん。
いい、やるったらやる。ぐうたらしてる俺に。おっつー。ボロボロの伏黒が指届ける絵面はウケるけどな。
確かに。
This is a shithead.
ま、
But
君が戦わないなんてことはありえないんだけどね。
あ、試したな。
そんな簡単に見つかるなら、とっくに全部見つけてるっちゅう
oh,
話。
he's gonna be the detector as well.
気配が大きすぎるもの、息を潜めているもの、すでに呪霊に取り込まれているもの。探すということに関して、これほど面倒なものもない。でも、今は君がいる。
He's gonna home into
君の
them.
中のスクナが力を取り戻すために指のありかを教えてくれる。君は器であると同時に探知機、レーダーでもあるわけだ。
Uh-huh.
だから、現場にいないと始まらない。3人目の1年生を迎えに行きます。
That's gonna be Nobara, I imagine. I hope she has a good personality. Please don't be cringe. Please don't be cringe. I don't need another Orihime. I don't need another Lucy. Come on.
盛岡までですでに4時間。ようやくあのクソ田舎ともおさらばね。
Oh, is she a tomboy? Is she a country bumpkin come to the big city tomboy? Oh, that's good, promising.
午後には東京か。スカウトされたらどうしよう。スタダとか。
By Stardust? Is she a fan of idols? Like, what does she mean by what if I was scouted by Stardust? Like, modeling? Okay. Okay, so that's episode 1 done. Are there any after credits? Is the question. Then nowhere. Okay. Then there. See, is there an after credit? There is no after credits. Okay. Okay. Well, that's that. That's episode 1 done. I really like that. I really like everything that we did with Yuji. I like that we cleared up his motivation ASAP. We did not leave anything ambiguous. And we challenged that motivation as well. We challenged that, are you really just doing this because grandpa asked you to? Or are you doing this because it's something you want to do and you will take personal responsibility for? Which is a very important thing to get out that many stories don't get out. So I'm pretty impressed by that in general, is that new gen shonen, if Jujutsu Kaisen is any indicator, is moving towards a more streamlined approach, a more establishing the character first and then moving forward approach. Because I'll be so real, like this stuff that we're seeing right now, in a lesser story in my head and many that I've seen before, I would see this happening at like the Zabuza arc end or something like that kind of deal, like 19-20 episodes and there's a perilous situation and that's where Yuji maybe freezes up or something and then he's brought to the realization of why he's in this and and faced with mortality, excuse me. So that's one thing. The other is that the pacing the pacing was a bit slow in this. It's weird. The pacing is both fast in that we don't really belabor a lot of moment, like things just go on, and it's a setup episode, so I understand it being a bit slower. But it feels like a lot happened, but also not that much happened, strangely enough. So that's where I am on that. Like the pacing is a bit wonky for me, but I do enjoy it so far. The OST has been good. I've been noticing the background tracks and the more ghostly ambient kind of soundtracks, so I really do enjoy those. The ED continues to slap. The OP is the OP is forgettable. Like it's like so forgettable that I'll never think about it again. It's no Goyano Machi, I would say. It's no one day. It's not that. It's not like that. But in terms of quality of the show, this was another pretty solid episode. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Nobara brings to the table because so far the dynamic we have is our more laid back yet serious yet airheaded damn near protagonist paired with the more serious get shit done and brooding best friend Megumi. I imagine Megumi is going to take that role of eventually becoming best friend, and Nobara is going to be, well, not just the I hope not just the girl in the group, the obligatory girl in the group, like, but I hope that she's going to be a solid part of the team and that she gets to contribute. That's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to seeing in a newer shonen is how they're gonna handle the female characters and the women in general. Like, are we going to get them a good enough showing, or are we going to make it eventually become a sausage fest? Like, I don't want Fushiguro, Gojo, and Yuji to steal the show. I want Nobara and other women that I've actually obviously seen in the opening to have a bigger part. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Nobara, and I love her design. I've seen her design elsewhere as well, and I really like it. So I'm very interested to see her contribution, and she seems to be a good, more abrasive and aggressive kind of character, maybe from the country vibes and the voice acting. At least she gives pretty Kanbaru Suruga vibes, just off rip from Monogatari. So those kind of vibes. So I'm interested to see if that holds true, or if she's more like she said, like maybe I'll get scouted for Stardust. If she's gonna be more of a country bumpkin that's starstruck by the big city kind of deal. Like I'm pretty curious. Besides that, not much to say. I like the plot line and the impetus for the whole story being collecting Tsukuna's 20 fingers. I'm not sure if 20 is a lot, and Jujutsu Kaisen comparatively is not that long. So I imagine there's gonna be like one time we find like five fingers at once or something. And I guess the final battle might just be everyone fighting Sukuna to put Yuji down or something. But I hope there's a decent twist at the end of all of this. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, that's been JJK. That's been episode 2. Again, if you're interested in watching this, uncut, unfiltered, nothing, and you can hear everything, see everything, then do let me know. I do have those recordings as well, but for the purposes of just YouTube in general, it's gonna be filtered and the audio vastly reduced for copyright purposes. Although I do hope that my copious amounts of yapping make it so that it's not that untransformative. Okay. Well, that's been me. That's been Wally. And yeah, let's see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.